Hello, my name is Marcela Dubkova. I'm the product manager of FarmView. Today I want to spend a few minutes talking about Irrimet within FarmView and answer your questions about how to use existing station data within Irrimet, how to learn about crop water use using Irrimet tool, and how to schedule irrigation events using Irrimet tool. Please note that this video assumes that you know how to set up your crop zone, your field, and also some basic knowledge about what FarmView is. If you don't know, or if you don't know even how to set up your crop zone, please go to the introductory video first. But let us now start. I already have this crop zone, it's called soya, it's on this test field under test farm, and it has some cultivation period from October to July 2021, so it's in the future, clearly, because scheduling irrigation events I don't want to do in the past. So I go to Irrimet and I need to now provide all information about my crop and data sources and so on for the system to function. The first thing clearly I need to tell what's the crop there. From the name it's apparent that it's a soya bean. And also I need to provide the data source. These are the Irrimet stations or virtual stations. I know that this is the closest to my field. I store immediately. I was provided also some nice default values, which I can or I don't have to accept. And as you can see, I also have information about rainfall efficacy. I know that my soil is a bit better here. It can accept actually almost 90% in the upper 10 for the lower rains. If you don't know what rainfall efficacy is, please refer to this help. And as a last, I go to this nice graphic here, which provides the system information about crop coefficient and root zone depth. Crop coefficient is necessary to compute evapotranspiration, amount of water that is actually evapotranspirated from the soil and plant. And root zone depth is the information about root zone and limits how much water can be held within the root system. So I have the dates in front of me, so I will start correcting them here. I planted on 11th and I already reached the 10% ground cover. 7th, and the next of the dates are in the future. We are now in mid-November, so that you know. So I know that I will reach the flowering around December. Let's put end. The maturity is mid-February, and I think I will harvest end of March. Let's store it. I will just control very quickly. Yes. Today is 11th of November, so all these 3 dates are in the future. This is just my assumption. Later in the season, when I know that the crop development changed a bit, I can adjust these dates to reach even better performance of Irrimet. And I'm done with the basic Irrimet settings. We, however, also recommend you to go on with the setting about the soil. This is especially relevant for fields where you know that at the beginning of the season you get too much water and some of that is not reached by the root system and percolates deeper. So if you provide us information about field capacity, we know where to put this break. Here I set up the light with good texture soil and very wet stage at the beginning. And finally I'm done with the Irrimet settings. So let's go and open the Irrimet module and look at the water balance. There are 2 graphs. The first representing the daily water balance or crop water use as you want to call it. The lower representing all the input information, precipitation, irrigation and evapotranspiration. To shortly describe the crop water use of this soybean, I seeded on 11th of October. As you see, there was a lot of water still because every other day there was a small or bigger rain. I kept reaching almost the maximum water in the root zone, majority of the cases I did so. I reached really the 11 millimeter. Then, beginning of November, situation changed. There was no precipitation for almost 14 days. So the daily water balance decreased. The crop used all the water, and at beginning of November, it actually went into deficit of water. Later, there was a big precipitation of very high, 47 millimeters. We clearly reached again the field capacity. This is about crop water use.